1. A pool operator documents test results in pencil, which fades by the end of the week. What record-keeping improvement should be recommended? A. Switch to waterproof ink or digital logs. B. Submit logs daily to the health department. C. Eliminate daily record keeping. D. Use chalkboards for temporary recording. 2. A new staff member is unsure how to document a retest for combined chlorine after remediation. What should the supervising operator emphasize? A. A new staff member is unsure how to document a retest for combined chlorine after remediation. What should the supervising operator emphasize? A. Retests are not required. B. Record only if results are abnormal. C. Document all retests clearly with date and initials. D. Only verbal confirmation is needed. 3. What is the primary reason for maintaining consistent and accurate pool water records? A. For future budgeting. B. To predict weather changes. C. To demonstrate regulatory compliance and water safety. D. For marketing purposes. 4. Which action best aligns with adult learning principles and training staff to use a photometer for water testing? A. Read the manual aloud in class. B. Provide hands-on practice with guided feedback. C. Show a video without interaction. D. Assign textbook reading only. 5. According to best practices, how often should chlorine and pH levels be recorded in a public pool? A. Once per week. B. Twice daily or as local code requires. C. Once per month. D. Only when issues arise. 6. A spa operator is reviewing historical water chemistry logs. Which of the following entries indicates noncompliance? A. All chlorine readings listed with time and initials. B. Missing readings during high bather load hours. C. pH consistently between 7.4 and 7.6. D. Noted corrective actions with date and signature. 7. What evaluation method best determines if a staff member can accurately use a test kit? A. Written multiple choice quiz. B. Peer-reviewed simulation with real samples. C. Online video tutorial. D. Verbal explanation only. 8. During a regulatory inspection, the pool operator cannot provide logbooks for the past month. What is the likely consequence? A. Immediate health code citation or pool closure. B. Increase in liability insurance. C. Need to back-enter data. D. Requirement to attend a new CPO course. 9. What should be the first step in training new staff on daily record-keeping procedures? A. Demonstrate water testing and documentation together. B. Assign them to fill past records. C. Have them observe without interaction. D. Give them logbooks with no context. 10. Which of the following is most essential when using a digital water testing log system? A. Password sharing for convenience. B. Allowing edits without timestamps. C. Maintaining audit trails and data backups. D. Using autofill features for faster input. 11. A CPO supervisor mentors a trainee on detecting test kit errors. Which technique is most effective? A. Compare results to known standards. B. Guess based on water clarity. C. Skip questionable readings. D. Average past results. 12. If pool logs consistently show chlorine readings below minimum levels, what should a compliance-focused operator do? A. Ignore it unless patrons complain. B. Add more chlorine the next day. C. Initiate immediate corrective actions and document steps taken. D. Wait until the next health inspection. 13. What strategy improves the accuracy of test results recorded by new operators? A. Cross-checking entries with senior staff. B. Estimating results if readings are difficult. C. Skipping readings during peak times. D. Using values from the previous day. 14. In adult learning environments, what technique reinforces consistent water testing habits? A. Passive lecture. B. Role-playing with real-life testing scenarios. C. Mandatory reading without discussion. D. Self-paced memorization. 15. Which parameter should be tested and recorded at least once per day in a commercial spa? A. Phosphates. B. Total dissolved solids. C. Free chlorine and pH. D. Copper levels. 16. When documenting test results, which of the following is least acceptable? A. Recording exact time of testing. B. Initialing by the person performing the test. C. Leaving entries blank for skipped tests. D. Including observed issues or notes. 17. A pool's water testing data shows an upward trend in combined chlorine over several days. What should the operator document next? A. Pool attendance. B. Remediation steps taken and follow-up testing. C. Weather conditions. D. Personal opinions. 18. What feature in digital testing software ensures regulatory compliance? A. Auto-delete function. B. Timestamped entries with user identification. C. Unlimited editing. D. Inactivity lockouts. 19. How should a senior technician mentor new staff on documenting test corrections? A. Demonstrate proper notation of initial readings and corrective actions. B. Ask them to skip minor fluctuations. C. Emphasize only digital logs. D. Instruct them to average out-of-range values. 20. What is the most effective way to evaluate staff's water testing skills during onboarding? A. Online training only. B. Practical performance assessments with real-time feedback. C. Attendance in CPO class. D. Self-evaluation forms. 21. Which situation would justify immediate retesting of pool water? A. End of shift. B. Following heavy rainfall or bather load. C. Start of the week. D. After filter backwashing. 22. What is the primary function of record keeping in pool water testing? A. Track employee hours. B. Support operational budgeting. C. Establish accountability and compliance. D. Measure rainfall impact. 23. A new hire tests pH incorrectly due to improper reagent use. How should a CPO mentor address the issue? A. Ignore the mistake. B. Publicly reprimand them. C. Provide a demonstration and supervise the next test. D. Redo the test without explanation. 24. What entry best reflects proper corrective action documentation? A. Adjusted chlorine. B. Fixed it. C. Added 1 pound calcium hypochlorite at 2:15 p.m. JL. D. Okay now. 25. Which adult learning strategy most effectively teaches the importance of consistent water testing? A. Individual research projects. B. Peer collaboration with real-life scenarios. C. Watching unstructured videos. D. Reading lengthy technical manuals. 26. When should water chemistry results be recorded? A. At the end of each week. B. Immediately after each test is performed. C. Once per month. D. When chlorine is added. 27. What is the best way to handle discrepancies between manual and digital test results? A. Delete the digital entry. B. Rely on the older method. C. Investigate, verify, and annotate with clarification. D. Skip entry for that test. 28. A state regulation requires 4 daily pH tests. Only 3 are documented. What is the operator's best next step? A. Enter a fake result for the 4th. B. Document the missed test and reason, then resume compliance. C. Ignore the requirement. D. Repeat a past test value. 29. When conducting training, how can a supervisor assess if learners understand proper water test timing? A. Ask multiple choice questions only. B. Review their written logs and observe test frequency. C. Provide them a clock. D. Assume they know from the manual. 30. A trainee forgets to test combined chlorine. What should be the mentor's response? A. Add estimated values. B. Schedule a refresher training and document the omission. C. Fire the trainee. D. Ignore if the pool is clear. 31. What is the role of supervision in ensuring accurate test result documentation? A. Limit access to test kits. B. Routinely review logs and provide feedback. C. Let staff self-monitor. D. Reduce number of tests. 32. When using a DPD test kit, what is critical to ensuring accurate chlorine results? A. Reagent freshness and proper lighting. B. Pool bather count. C. Time of year. D. Amount of calcium. 33. How does accurate record keeping support long-term pool operation? A. Reduces chemical usage. B. Enhances predictive maintenance and historical review. C. Eliminates need for inspections. D. Increases evaporation. 34. A staff member consistently misreads test kits. What evaluation method helps improve their accuracy? A. Weekly quizzes. B. Instructor-led skill assessments with real samples. C. Self-grading logs. D. Anonymous surveys. 35. A CPO creates a curriculum module for record keeping. What content should be prioritized? A. Legal liabilities of poor documentation. B. Origins of water chemistry. C. History of public pools. D. Filter maintenance schedules. 36. What is the best way to verify the accuracy of pool records? A. Review against equipment trends and visual inspections. B. Compare with nearby pools. C. Assume accuracy unless told otherwise. D. Ignore unless there's a problem. 37. What tool helps reinforce regular testing in busy commercial facilities? A. Verbal reminders. B. Automated testing alarms or digital scheduling. C. Weekly planner. D. Informal check-ins. 38. What is the value of including operator initials on test log entries? A. Encourages anonymity. B. Identifies responsible personnel for accountability. C. Fills space. D. Has no importance. 39. What is the best mentoring method to reinforce correct logbook entries? A. Shadowing and real-time corrections. B. Sending email guides. C. Assigning homework. D. Letting them fill logs without oversight. 40. What is a major risk of inaccurate or falsified water records? A. Increased chemical costs. B. Legal liability and public health risk. C. Staff boredom. D. Filter malfunction. 41. What type of test result must be recorded after treating a fecal incident? A. Total hardness. B. Pre- and post-treatment free chlorine. C. TDS. D. pH only. 42. A health inspector questions missing logs. What should the operator provide? A. Explanation and corrective policy. B. Excuses about staff. C. Nothing. D. A log template. 43. In a hands-on training, what improves long-term understanding of test procedures? A. Trainees perform tests under supervision with feedback. B. Observing videos only. C. Repetition of terminology. D. Coloring charts. 44. What is one reason to archive pool test records? A. Marketing purposes. B. Staff performance reviews. C. Health department audits and legal documentation. D. Reducing chlorine usage. 45. What time of day is typically best for testing water parameters? A. After sunset. B. Early morning before pool use. C. At closing only. D. Midnight. 46. Which log entry is most compliant with public health standards? A. pH equals 7.2, Cl equals 3. 0, 9:15 a.m. MT. B. OK water. C. Fine. D. Blank. 47. Which step ensures chain of accountability in record keeping? A. Rotating responsibility weekly. B. Identifying all entries with initials or electronic signature. C. Delegating to guests. D. Skipping low-priority tests. 48. A sudden algae bloom occurs despite log compliance. What action is warranted? A. Review testing frequency, accuracy, and corrective response logs. B. Drain the pool. C. Fire the staff. D. Ignore the incident. 49. What tool is used for tracking and analyzing long-term trends in pool chemistry? A. Test kit. B. Chemical feeder. C. Graphing record log data. D. Vacuum. 50. A trainee asks why each test must be documented immediately. The best mentor response is A. We always do it this way. B. It helps you remember the numbers later. C. It ensures timely corrections and legal compliance. D. So I don't get in trouble. 51. A supervisor notices that test entries are recorded at the same time each day, even on days with different staff. What issue does this raise? A. High water quality consistency. B. Proper training techniques. C. Potential falsification of records. D. Excellent time management. 52. What is the most appropriate mentoring strategy to help a staff member improve slow response time to test results? A. Provide a corrective memo. B. Offer constructive feedback in practice scenarios. C. Replace them immediately. D. Ignore unless there is a complaint. 53. Which metric is typically not required for daily recording in a commercial pool? A. Free chlorine. B. Total alkalinity. C. Water temperature. D. pH. 54. How often should digital water test logs be backed up to prevent data loss? A. Annually. B. Only during inspections. C. Regularly, ideally daily or weekly. D. Never if it's stored locally. 55. During mentoring, what statement helps clarify the importance of recording corrective actions? A. It makes the log look professional. B. It reduces liability and shows due diligence. C. It's only required when health inspectors visit. D. We usually skip that step. 56. What is the best method to evaluate understanding of pool log compliance regulations? A. Observational checklist and compliance quiz. B. Self-reported comfort levels. C. Casual conversation. D. Attendance record. 57. When a team member repeatedly skips recording water test times, how should this be addressed? A. Document the issue and provide retraining. B. Assume it's not important. C. Let another team member fill in. D. Wait for an inspection to correct. 58. Why is it important to compare current test results with previous entries? A. It reduces time spent testing. B. It helps identify developing trends or recurring issues. C. It avoids legal responsibilities. D. It allows reuse of test strips. 59. What entry would best reflect clear corrective documentation after a low chlorine reading? A. Low, added chlorine. B. Added 2 pounds cal hypo at 11:30 a.m. NS, retested at noon, Cl equals 2.5 ppm. C. Fixed with shock. D. Cl good now. 60. How can supervisors reinforce staff accountability in water testing? A. Have one person test daily. B. Require initials, timestamps, and periodic audits. C. Avoid reviewing logbooks. D. Let staff choose their own schedule. 61. What is a key benefit of involving trainees in creating mock testing logs? A. It encourages memorization. B. It builds practical familiarity and attention to detail. C. It saves training time. D. It replaces real-world testing. 62. In pool operations, what is the purpose of maintaining a consistent test schedule? A. Reduces labor costs. B. Ensures accurate chemical adjustments and regulatory compliance. C. Helps design marketing plans. D. Replaces visual inspections. 63. A staff member records identical values daily. What is the best next step? A. Congratulate them. B. Investigate accuracy and retrain if needed. C. Promote them. D. Use their logs as templates. 64. What is one major weakness of failing to record the time a chemical is added? A. Increases pH. B. Prevents trend analysis. C. Makes retesting for effect and safety unreliable. D. Reduces chlorine demand. 65. Which adult learning strategy most supports water test log accuracy? A. Peer teaching and real-time observation with feedback. B. Independent textbook reading. C. Solo quizzes with no review. D. Listening to podcasts. 66. Which of the following would not be acceptable in a health department audit? A. Documented pH and chlorine logs with initials. B. Gaps in testing with no explanation. C. Clear timestamps. D. Corrective actions properly noted. 67. What immediate action should be taken if a water test reveals unsafe chlorine levels? A. Wait until next test. B. Close the pool and document the corrective process. C. Add chlorine without logging. D. Contact marketing. 68. What does a pattern of late or missing test entries usually indicate? A. Strong pool clarity. B. Excellent test kit condition. C. Poor testing discipline or understaffing. D. Enhanced filter performance. 69. What is the most efficient way to reinforce testing frequency requirements in staff meetings? A. Present clear charts showing required test times and parameters. B. Discuss random pool stories. C. Assign group debates. D. Hand out pH manuals. 70. What should a pool operator do if a test result seems unusually high or low? A. Immediately log it and leave. B. Ignore it until next time. C. Repeat the test and document both results. D. Change the value to be safe. 71. What is the best follow-up action when a test result correction is made? A. Delete the incorrect entry. B. Cover with whiteout. C. Line through the incorrect value, annotate, and record corrected result. D. Just write the new value. CPO water testing and record keeping. The CPO water testing and record keeping test is a specialized evaluation within the Certified Pool Operator CPO certification that measures a professional's ability to accurately perform, interpret, and document essential pool and spa water quality tests. This test emphasizes the critical importance of maintaining chemical balance, adhering to public health codes, and ensuring accountability through detailed record-keeping practices. Topics include testing for pH, chlorine, combined chlorine, total alkalinity, calcium hardness, and water temperature, as well as best practices for using logbooks and digital records. The exam challenges candidates to apply adult learning, communication, mentoring, and regulatory compliance skills to real-world operational scenarios, ensuring water safety, legal documentation, and operational consistency across aquatic facilities. Here are the top 5 beneficial uses of the sample exam. 1. Enhances public health and safety. The test ensures pool professionals can accurately monitor and adjust water chemistry, preventing harmful conditions and promoting a safe swimming environment. 2. Supports regulatory compliance. It equips operators with the knowledge to maintain legally required documentation, meet inspection standards, and respond to health department audits. 3. Strengthens professional accountability. By emphasizing accurate logging and timely corrective actions, the test promotes personal responsibility and operational transparency among staff. 4. Improves staff training and mentorship. Certified individuals can effectively mentor new team members, fostering consistency in testing protocols and documentation practices. 5. Enables operational efficiency and trend analysis. Accurate records help identify recurring issues, optimize chemical use, and guide preventive maintenance for long-term pool care.